Join us as we harvest some wintergreen. It's very easy to find. It's available all year round. It's one of my favorite ingredients because not only is it mint, tastes exactly like mint, but it is available in the winter, which is very hard to come by with a lot of other things. So you can see, no matter how far we shovel, there will be some right on the bed of the ground that we can harvest. There are a bunch of lookalikes, just like partridge berry is the most similar one that you will find. The leaves are much smaller, so it's pretty easy to identify the difference. And, you know, as you see right here, these wintergreen leaves are very iconic looking. They almost have a teardrop shape. So we want to harvest some more. The ground is very brittle right now, so we're trying to be gentle and scrape away at it, sorta. You can see that there's a lot of stuff that we don't want, so we're gonna discard a lot of things. So enjoy watching the rest of the harvest as I explain some uses for wintergreen. You know, it's used as a pesticide, it's used as an anti-inflammatory, it's used as a fragrance, flavoring. It's part of a wide range of flavors that are all relative to what people would use as root beer flavors in the early 1900s and 1800s. That's why it was so vast and root beer was so popular. You know, look how easy and accessible it is to just get right here at any time. Native Americans would actually crush it up and make big crushed paste of it and use it for inflammatory purposes mainly, but it has a lot of diverse uses, so it's really up to you what you want to use it for. To me, I'm a big fan of mint. I know a lot of people aren't, but I try to keep a big staple of it throughout the seasons, since it's so widely available. And at the end of the fall, there's actually red berries that start to form. You can find them right now, but unfortunately they are hard to find during the winter. So as you can see, we're going to take a next step and get into the chocolate making process. So enjoy. We are going to be making a mix of white chocolate. Really nice, simple ingredients in the white chocolate. No fillers. Then some heavy cream. We're just going to be eyeballing everything. We kind of know what we want the texture to be like. So as long as we can eyeball the certain ratios, it's going to be pretty soft. And right here you can see that we were cutting up the wintergreen, adding some salt, some butter. I would normally add vanilla bean paste, but it's coming in the mail. So we don't have any right now. We want it to be very gentle heat. We are lightly going to muddle some of the leaves to bring out the aromas and the flavors, but we aren't going to do it too much. The wintergreen can bring a very dryness mouthfeel if you overcook it, because you're gonna extract a lot more of those tannins out of there. A lot more things that make it bitter, a lot more undesirable things people may mention. Sometimes they could be more nutritional. Most of the times, heck, they could be more nutritional. But, oh shit. But, here, we're not trying to cook it too much, because we're going to let it go all night. That way we can get all those floral notes out of the wintergreen without extracting too much chlorophyll. And really muddling that, green flavor that really nice clean floral flavor from here, instead of like totally destroying it. You know when like you pick basil and you cut it too early and it's all muddled and black and gross, or like you add thyme to something too early and it's muddled. You know, like we don't want to muddle this up, because it will. So I'm cooling it down. I just took it off the heat. As much as I'd want to do some chocolate work right now, we're gonna wait till the morning, because we can really encourage all that flavor and color and pigment to come out. You can see it's already starting to turn a little light shade of green. So, and it's nice and warm, you know. We just eyeballed everything. Who gives a fuck? As long as we know we want like a soft texture. These are just for me. We're just fucking around. I have a special 3-step technique for tempering chocolate to my satisfaction. You can see here that we have a water bath. The sous vide is at 125, so the chocolate has an internal temperature of 125 for its first stage. We are going to dry off our station as much as we can to make sure that there is no water, as chocolate is extremely hydrophobic. So now we take everything out. We are going to rapidly cool it from 125 to around 82 degrees, 83 degrees, around there. You can see that we are constantly keeping it moving. It stiffens up pretty well. If you have a trained sense of arm or eye, you can even feel it, some chocolatiers say, but I would never do that. And here, we're going to place it into our very expensive holder. I can't believe I bought this way back in the day. It's like a $500 straight from Belgium holder that is set to a perfect 89 degrees for a working temp. So basically, we aren't going to have to go through the tempering process ever again. We won't have to align the crystals to make a perfect temper if we keep everything in immediate access and work right into the melting pot. So here's where the finesse starts. We have to work quickly, pour into each cavity. I'm not going to pour into all of them because I want to be able to pour directly into the melting pot without making a mess. Basically, we want to get all the air bubbles out to the best of our abilities. But we also want to let the chocolate sit in there for a certain amount of time where the shell isn't too thick and it isn't too thin. And you can hear a lot of chocolatiers talk about how that might be the hardest thing in chocolatier work. So you can see I'm not banging it right away. I'm letting the shells form up a little bit, and then I'm banging it lightly, and then I'm just going to scrape it. If you bang it too much towards the end, a lot of chocolate will come out. Bang it too much in the beginning, a lot of chocolate will come out. Also, the shells will be too thin. So it's very much of a game of letting the shells set up a little bit. And you can see there, I'm very satisfied with the thinness of those shells. Here you can see we added the filling that we made out of wintergreen, and those are Boston baked beans because I'm a prankster. I haven't become the biggest fan of the dyes. I used to love doing them and they were very fun to work with in the past, but I'm trying to find better ways to leave signatures. You know, purple's my favorite color, but I don't know if you've ever seen the ingredients of making purple. There's about 50 different colors in it. So here you can see us using holographic paper. that you would almost see on like a Pokemon card. And here they are releasing. We are releasing the bonbons from the cavities, and we are about to pop them out. Thanks for watching, guys.
Did it answer the letter?
Охуел большой.